Hello and welcome to Luxe. Here I have a 2021 Infiniti QX80 Luxe. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has 2 previous owners. What I'm going to do in this video for you is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at Luxe, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at each panel of the vehicle, and we're going to start with the front bumper. Let's take a look. Front bumper looks perfect. What about the hood? And again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage at all, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. The hood seems to be in excellent condition, and we can move on to the driver's side of the vehicle, starting with this fender. Again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. This fender's in perfect condition. What about the wheel? And the wheel is in perfect condition as well, as it has no sign of curve rash. Now we can go ahead and move on to the doors. First one looks perfect. And this one is perfect as well. Now let's move on to this fender in the back of the vehicle. And I'm not seeing any kind of damage at all. This fender seems to be in perfect condition as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wheel now. And just like the first one, this one is in perfect condition. It has no sign of curve rash or any other type of damage. Now we can go ahead and move on to the back of the car. Again, we're taking a close look at everything. Everything looks perfect here. Let's move on now to this fender on the passenger side. Looking good. What about the wheel? And this wheel is in perfect condition. Again, it has no sign of curve rash, and it doesn't have any other kind of damage. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the doors. Perfect. And again, perfect as well. I'm not seeing any kind of damage. Now let's take a look at this fender. And like the rest of the exterior, this fender's in excellent condition. Now let's move on to the last wheel. And this wheel is in perfect condition, just like the last 3. There's no sign of damage. Let's now go ahead and move on to the interior of the vehicle. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat, checking to see if there's any kind of wear and tear, any kind of damage. And the only thing I noticed is just some wear and tear right here on the side. But overall, the seat's in excellent condition with no sign of major damage. Let's now take a look at the door panel, where again, we want to know if there's any kind of damage to the leather, to the fabric, like scratches, tears, or anything else. But just like the seat, this door panel is in excellent condition. Let's now move on to the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat, checking to see if there's any kind of wear and tear, any kind of damage. I'm not seeing anything at all. This seat's in perfect condition. We can move on to the door panel. Again, we're going to do the same thing we did in the other side. We just want to know if there's any sort of damage, any type of wear and tear. But again, I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel is in perfect condition as well. Now let's move on to the back seats. Starting with this one. Looks perfect. What about the other side? And I just noticed some minor wear and tear in the side. But overall, the seat's in perfect condition. Now let's take a look at this one. Looking good. What about the middle one? Perfect. And now the last one here. Perfect once again. Overall, the back seats are in perfect condition. Now that we're inside the car, I want to show you a few things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see in the bottom of the dashboard, this car has 1,660 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see right there on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of damage all around in the leather, any scratches, any tears, anything at all. Everything looks perfect. What about the buttons? We want to know if there's any scratches on them. This side looks perfect. And this side looks perfect as well. Let's now move on to the mid console, where again we just want to know if there's any scratches to the screens, to the knobs and buttons, or to anything else. And again, I'm not seeing any kind of damage at all. The mid console and the steering wheel are in perfect condition. We can now move on to take a look at the trunk. And we just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear or any type of damage along the floor of the trunk or along the sides. And as you can see, there's some wear and tear right there in the back of the seats, and some along the floor of the trunk. Alright. Before we finish off this video, let's take a look at the engine. And we just want to take a quick look. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Luxe.